The Japanese House are a British art pop Indietronica band who dropped this album way back in the earlier months of the year. I'm going to get into it now, but I felt that I had some things to say about it, so I thought I'd review it. This album had a bit of a lukewarm response, and honestly it's becoming a bit overlooked as the year's gone on, but listening to it pretty late in the year is making me think that it deserved a bit more attention than it actually got. I think there's some fantastic moments on this album, particularly with some of the vocal performances and some of the really chill, laid-back instrumentals, like on tracks like Maybe or The Reason. The way the vocalist Amber performs on some of these choruses particularly, I just think are absolutely stellar. Like, she can just bring out such a great earworm of a chorus. There's these shoegaze-ish elements throughout the album too, particularly on Maybe You're the Reason, in the guitar tones, and there's some, like, you know, almost psychedelic moments too that break through on a couple of the tracks. More towards the end of the album, the first half of the album, I think has easily the best tracks, like Lilo, kind of the midway point of the album, but that track is fantastic. It's more of a dreamier track. There's this ambient backdrop to these really, really calm and lush vocals that I really dig. You Seem So Happy and Follow My Girl are easily two of the best tracks here. You Seem So Happy easily being an absolute gem of a single. That's going to be easily one of my favourite songs of the year. I've been playing this song so much since I actually stumbled across it. It's just this blissful folk pop track. It's honestly like as if you got Caroline Polachek and Midair Thief to do this collaboration that you never thought you'd ever hear, but when you heard it, you're like, okay, I need more of this. Amber on the chorus of Follow My Girl as well is just, again, proving how great she can perform a hook. Like, the hooks are just so freaking good. You Seem So Happy is unmatched. This is a god tier track here. Like, I can see why some people saw this track as being like the easy standout and everything else paling, but I think I disagree, just because I do think there are other great tracks as well that I've mentioned. Now, I think as a vocalist, she takes a bit of a backseat in that second half, which I find a bit of a strange artistic choice, because for me, like, these tracks are just easily the best of her vocal abilities, but then they go into more ballad territory in the second half with Everybody Hates Me, and I just don't know if these tracks work quite as well. It's just an extreme melodramatic moment that I just think gets a bit too ugh. And like I say, some of the psychedelics come on a track like this. You know, it sort of works, I guess, but it's not really a track that I'd ever really return to. The track immediately after, I think, also enters this similar territory of where my attention just starts to get lost a little bit. But the track Worms, I think, picks up again, following to the band's strengths of doing these peppy Indietronica type tracks that I think work way better, even if the lyrics on Worms are a bit confusing, to be honest. I don't know if she's literally talking from the perspective of a worm here, because she says how she's only a day old, but if she's not talking from that perspective, then the track is still confusing anyway, just with its lyrical theme. It's not like the lyrics are the focus of the album though, which possibly could drag it down for some people anyway. But, you know, I just think the combination of some of the styles that they go for, like some of the electronic moments on We Talk All the Time, like these are the tracks where I just think they're nailing this sound. Bringing something nice to the table with these interesting genre fusions, while just making some great tunes out of it as well. That's one thing I just look for. If there's a band that's going to try and mix in different styles, does it sound good? And Japanese House prove on this album that it mostly does sound good. Definitely hyped to hear more from this band in the future. Going to be playing You Seem So Happy for the rest of eternity. What a friggin' song that is. And yeah, 7 out of 10. Hopefully you feel the same about this, but like I say, a lot of people that I know kind of threw this album away pretty quickly, which I get it. But maybe you're wrong. Maybe you're fucking wrong. Thank you for watching my review. Hopefully you have a good day, and I hope you check this album out, even if it is just checking out a few of the tracks that are easily the standouts. Maybe You're the Reason, You Seem So Happy, maybe Lilo. Just check out those ones. They're really fantastic songs. If they continue in that direction, definitely they've got an 8 out of 10 on the way in the future. Thank you for watching my review. Hopefully you have a good day. Thank you. Goodbye. Subscribe. Bye.